My sister slept with my best friend's husband. And it drove my friend to her death. She trusted them both, her husband and her friend. But behind her back, a secret affair burned. Part 1. I caught my sister having an affair with my best friend's husband, and everything fell apart. I, 31F, have a younger sister, Lisa, 28F, and one of my closest friends, Rachel, 32F, has been married to David, 33M, for years. Rachel and I were tight since college. I was even her bridesmaid. She and David have 2 beautiful kids, both under 5. I always thought they had the perfect marriage, until I caught my sister and David having an affair. It happened completely by accident. I was at a hotel for a work meeting when I noticed 2 very familiar people sitting close in the corner of the lobby. At first, I couldn't believe my eyes. But then I saw them holding hands and kissing. It was Lisa and David. I took photos. My hands were shaking. I didn't confront them on the spot, I just left. I couldn't even attend the meeting. I drove around, trying to make sense of what I had seen. That night, I went straight to Lisa's apartment. The moment she saw me, she broke into tears. No denial. Just sobbing apologies. She admitted everything. It had been going on for 6 months. They had met at a bar, it just happened, she said. According to Lisa, David claimed to be unhappy in his marriage. She said she fell for him and felt guilty every day but didn't know how to stop. What killed me most? Lisa didn't promise to end it. I demanded to know if Rachel had any suspicions. Lisa said no, they were always careful, meeting at hotels or secluded places. David had excuses for his absences. Lisa lied about being with friends. According to her, David still loves Rachel but isn't in love with her anymore. Supposedly, he was thinking about leaving her but didn't want to hurt the kids. Lisa begged me not to tell. She got on her knees, crying, pleading. She said she planned to end it, and that revealing the truth would destroy everything. But I couldn't just sit with that. Rachel, my best friend, was busy planning a surprise anniversary party for David. I helped her pick catering, music, decorations. She even mentioned wanting a 3rd child. I nearly screamed when she told me that, with so much joy in her voice, while I knew her husband was sneaking around with my sister. I couldn't bear it anymore. I gave Lisa an ultimatum, 1 week. Either she and David confessed to Rachel, or I would. She panicked. Said she needed more time. Cried, begged, got angry. Told me it wasn't my business. I stood my ground. She went silent afterward, not replying to my texts. A few days later, I was with Rachel finalizing party details. When she mentioned she was planning to stop birth control soon, they were going to try for a 3rd baby. That moment broke me. I realized I couldn't wait a week. If Rachel got pregnant while David was lying to her, I couldn't allow that. I made my decision, I would tell her myself. Part 2, the truth broke her, and then it broke everything. I invited Rachel over under the excuse of sampling cupcakes for the party. She was in such a cheerful mood. Laughing. Planning. Glowing. My stomach was in knots. When we sat down, I said quietly, "There's something important I need to tell you." She instantly went still. Then I told her. David is having an affair. Her smile dropped. What? With who? She whispered. I hesitated. It's someone we both know. She kept pushing, more frantic now. Who? Tell me. And I said it. It's Lisa. My sister. Rachel looked like she'd been physically slapped. Her whole body trembled. Then she broke. She wept, face in her hands, while I sat beside her, whispering, "I'm so sorry." I showed her one photo I'd taken. Her shoulders shook as she stared at it. Through sobs, she asked why I told her. I told her the truth, because she deserved it. Because I loved her. Because the lie was killing me. She left in a daze. That evening, she called me. She had confronted David. He denied it at first, then crumbled. He confessed everything. He even admitted he knew I might tell her. Lisa had warned him. Rachel kicked him out. And where did he go? Lisa's. When I texted her and asked if David was there, she replied with one line. Yes. Thanks a lot. Rachel collapsed emotionally. I went to her house that night. She was hollow, grieving something still alive but already dead. She thanked me, genuinely thanked me, for telling her. That broke me all over again. A few days later, she filed for divorce. David didn't contest anything. He moved out permanently. They arranged custody. Rachel got primary, David weekend visits. But those visits took place at Lisa's apartment. Yes, my sister was now hosting the kids she helped break a home for. It made all of us sick. I told my parents everything. They were horrified. My mom cried. My dad raged. They reached out to Rachel with apologies and offered support. Lisa, meanwhile, kept saying things like, "You don't understand, their marriage was already broken," and, "I didn't mean for anyone to get hurt." She even had the nerve to whine, "Everyone hates us now." I stopped speaking to her. Then came the worst part of all. Months later, Rachel took her own life. It was after one of David's visitation weekends. She dropped the kids off and never picked them up. She left a note taped to the door telling anyone who found it not to let the kids enter. She had left letters for her children and for David. In David's letter, she wrote, "I was so in love with you, I couldn't bear living without your love." And she asked him to be a better father than he was a husband. The funeral was unbearable. 2 small kids in front of their mother's coffin. I wept. Rachel's family thanked me, even in their pain, for telling her the truth. That destroyed me more. David was at the funeral. Lisa was not. Probably for the best. Rachel's brother almost punched David. Now Rachel's parents help raise the kids. David is still living with Lisa, but from what I hear, things aren't rosy between them. The spark that caused them to burn down lives fizzled fast. I feel guilt. I wonder, if I had said nothing, would Rachel still be alive? Maybe. But maybe she would have found out years later, after having another baby. Or maybe she would have lived her life in blissful ignorance, with a man who didn't love her. I can't change what happened. I told the truth because it was right. But the right choice doesn't always lead to a happy ending. Now I just try to be there for the kids. To honor Rachel. To make some kind of meaning out of this mess. And I still dream about the look on her face when I told her.